buddy. All right, let's move along to a little preview of the Commanders-Packers game coming up tomorrow. Is anybody excited about this game? And we're going to learn a lot about this Packers team tomorrow, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. I'll be there. Section 111. Let's go.
Man, look at Tim scoring tickets. That's what
Let's go.
My man. So
ready to go.
Let's start with the injury report, and then we'll jump into some of the matchups. That sound good, fellas?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, here we go. It's probably going to be kind of hard to read for you guys, I would imagine. See if we can't get this thing zoomed in a little bit. Emilio getting old in his age.
That's TVS receipt right there.
Really is. And we're so close to having it right. Okay, so here we go. Let's talk about let's start with the players that are out for the Packers, okay? Listed as out, you've got Bo Melton, cornerback, and Brenton Cox Jr., defensive line, is out. I'm not worried about those two players. I don't know how y'all feel, right? I'm
worried about Bo in the sense of his development as a corner and him missing another opportunity. Yeah. That's about it, though. As long as he's healthy, that's all we need to worry about.
Yeah, fair point. Emilio, are you concerned with those two outs before we get to the questionables here, man? Bo Melton, Brenton Cox Jr. When I say concerned about it, what I'm simply saying is, do you think that could cost us the game missing those two players?
Negative. No, negative. No, and I'm kind of just wondering what the shoulder is for Bo. I think Brenton Cox is going to make it out and be all right, but it just once I remember Bo smacked that dude, and after that it didn't look right. So I just don't want it to be a collarbone or anything. I'm hoping maybe he popped it out of socket or something not as bad as the worst thing that could happen up there, because I wanted him to get some more reps, and he was really getting some special team reps, and we were probably going to work him in there at corner just because we need to have some rotation out there. But no, not worried about either of those.
Godsmack with the super chat. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. He says, man, PFF's grading on our defense was straight up booty cheek. Short, change, city, absolute bed crapping stuff. Man, we got it. That's a good little line put together.
I like that.
He said, thank God for Andy Herman. He seems to consider more variables in his grading process. So there you go, man. Yeah, the PFF stuff is it's kind of hit or miss. Again, I would have no problem with PFF and their grades if they would explain, here's why we graded it this way, right? It just kind of feels like they're not actually grading the tape sometimes, it's literally the epitome of trust me, bro, as opposed to like that's why I love NFL Pro. You can go to NFL Pro, and if you've got a question about the pressures, click on it. There you go. Bang, you got it. You got questions about the targets and whether or not it was a true target or it just happened to be the closest defender and he wasn't actually getting targeted. You can watch the targets. Mm-hmm. PFF just says, this is how we've seen it. Trust us. Can't get behind that. But thank you for the super
games. You still can watch live games on there too. I mean, like if it's national or whatever, you can just bam, got it. Like out on the. You're out on the town, Clay. Slide the phone right underneath the table. Mandy's over there kicking you. Like, what are you looking at?
Kidding me? Mandy is actually that wife. She's like, "Who's winning? Put it up on the table."
Put it up. Yeah,
I love it. She's like, "Let me see all 22. What's going on?"
Yeah. She's like trying to turn the volume up. I'm like, "You're gonna ruin these people's dinner next to it." I don't care. We're paying for our food. Turn it up. Yeah. I want to hear. Here's a guy. So. Anyway, J. Cole says PFF ranked Hutchinson as the highest edge defender in that game. That's wild to think about.
That's laughable.
Non-existent the whole day. All right, let's talk about the questionable. These are the ones I'm a little more concerned about, right? Zane Anderson, questionable. That one, not so much, although I think Zane can be a pivotal piece for the Packers. If you go one safety down, I love the idea of Zane's there to kind of help back up the position, whether it's Bullard trying to slide back there and now you're moving the nickel around or not, that type of thing. But nonetheless, Aaron Banks, guard with the ankle groin, he's listed as questionable. Keep in mind, guys, questionable means a 50% chance of playing. Okay, so 50-50 chance of whether they're playing or whether they're out. So Aaron Banks is questionable. Nate Hobbs is still questionable, although he was limited all week long. It kind of feels like Nate Hobbs has a better chance of playing in this game than Aaron Banks does. Aaron Banks didn't participate all week. Now, keep in mind, guys, this was kind of makeshift injury report, right? Like if we had practice, they would not have practiced or they would have practiced. But so there is where our boy Nate Hobbs is. And then you got Micah Parsons questionable. We know he's playing. No doubt about that. Zach Tom's the other one with the oblique. He's listed as questionable, did not participate all week long. So
gamesmanship from Matt LaFleur right there. I think we're not going to let I don't think we're going to let Washington know what our plans are at right tackle until we absolutely have to.
Right. And I kind of feel like Aaron Banks is not going to play. And I would not be surprised if Zach Tom is out there playing. I don't know how you guys feel about that. He's just one of those dudes. I mean, he played Emilio. What did he tear his pec last year?
Yeah.
And bounced back and had his best grade according to PFF of his entire career. Right. So,
awkward way to fall too, man. I mean, he put all that weight right on it, so it's something that's probably not comfy. And Aaron Banks got rolled up on, right? So it's you're dealing with just physical injuries from being a no lineman. What out of everything there, I mean, tough. Zane's probably still out. I honestly think still Hobbs is still a little, still trying to make a comeback on there. I just, after watching those videos, I just want to give him a little bit more time. But the one person that gets me excited is our boy Baron Sorrell right there. Limited with nothing on the end. That's exciting. You don't have Brenton Cox. All right, perfect. Slide Baron Sorrell in there. We're good to go. And that's why you have the hockey line. That's why we invested in the edges so much.
Yeah. Clint, the armchair quarterback with the super chat. Thank you, buddy. He says, I want to see Golden and Amos match up. So I haven't got a chance to look at their lineup. Is he talking about Adrian Amos? Or no, Trey Amos, I bet, right?
Trey
the rookie.
Amos, yeah.
Oh,
Miss, baby.
Could you imagine that? Matthew Golden going up? I mean, that's 2 first-round picks, right? Going up against each other. I think, Trey Amos, did he fall to the second? I can't remember. No, you remember that, man?
Ooh.
Look at him. He's got his manila folders.
Yeah. I don't think I had his time down. I want to say he did.
Second round, 61st overall.
I was going to say. I want to say he did.
All right. Yeah, he was an interesting prospect for sure, man. That's a good eye there, Clint.
Because he was still on the board when we took Belton.
Yep.
Right.
Definitely. Jarrell Lee with the super chat. Thank you, Jarrell. Appreciate you, buddy. He says, this is our year. We have to seize the open window, multiple playmakers on one team. And here's the thing too, Jarrell. If we somehow, some way go out and win the Super Bowl this year, right, or make it to the Super Bowl, like get whatever, win the NFC, you're probably going to see them start to push money out and continue to reload and take advantage of this window, right? Just kind of go throw the pedal down and see if you can get a couple rings and then clean up the mess on the way out, kind of like we had to do when Aaron left, So, great, man. Thank you for the super chat, buddy. Appreciate you. All right, Tim. Your take on these questionables before we move along here to because everybody else is pretty much set to play. It looks like in terms of everybody that's on the list here. But
I think the Zach Tom being questionable is awesome. Like I said, maybe he's out and it's just gamesmanship, or maybe he's just a veteran who doesn't need to practice all week and can go out there and get it done for us, especially on a short week. To Emilio's point, we know he's a dog. He's played through injury before for us. I think the biggest sigh of relief was Danny Whelan being full participation. Looks like he doesn't have a game status, which means he should be a go. That was a little bit of a concern with his punting leg there with the knee. So hopefully it's nothing major. It doesn't look like it. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm with Emilio too. Like, I'd love to see Nate Hobbs out there tomorrow night, but I just as soon work with what we got than to push him out there too early.
Why not give him another 10 days, Tim?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, we already waited through the Lions game. Did we need him? No. I mean, and if maybe the team looked a lot worse, all right, maybe we would force him back out there. But it's not like we need to go cover 6 wide receivers this game. I mean, we just need to contain a quarterback and make sure that we're in our spots and playing team defense kind of thing.
I agree.
So yeah, I would totally be for that.
All right, on the Commanders side here and their injury report, it looks like listed as questionable is their punter, Tressway. Am I saying that right?
Yep.
Tressway. And then defensive end, Dietrich Wise Jr. Okay, so the thing about Dietrich Wise Jr., he was full participation, then limited. Now he's listed as questionable. So it's almost like he had some kind of maybe he actually had an injury while they were in. Maybe they discovered the injury because they're coming off a short week too, guys. And I know it's easy to look at this and go, "This sucks." The Packers are having to play such a good team on a short week. They're having to play on a short week too, and they're got to do it on the road. So we kind of have the advantage there. It's not to say the Packers are going to win. I think it's going to be a close game, but I do feel a little bit better about the Packers' chances than theirs. Any given Sunday, though, you never know, man.
Yep.
So,
especially with those veterans kind of peppered in there. You see Von Miller, you got Bobby Wagner, Laramie Tunzel. There's some veteran presence along with some young talent on this Commanders team. So it's going to be all hands on deck, no matter what.
Right. Yeah, completely agree, man. All right, so there's your injury report, the update there. Let's move along now to the PFF preview, and you guys know we like to kind of hit the overall, look at the game, look at the line.